All right, so this is stock CYPE, Century Petroleum. Want to talk to you about this one because this one really has just done really well for me. And then we had a Nigerian incident, and this is really, quite frankly, has pissed me off. Back here in February and early March timeframe, I bought 57,000 shares. Put in about $450, basically, is what I did with 57, and I got 57,000 shares. I seen back then this thing started to have a heartbeat again after just years and years of being dead at 0.0001 cents. And so I got in this one, rode this out here for a few months here. And what was really interesting is I was just sitting at a Sonic on a Friday afternoon, and all of a sudden I see this thing skyrocket on the 25th. And this, by then, I was like, okay, I'm at $20,000, where I was at anywhere between $3,000 to $5,000 there for several months, and all of a sudden we go up to $20,000. I'm having a really great day. So I bought, I bought my son a Sonic Blast too. So we kind of celebrated, and then all of a sudden I like, okay, well maybe I should pull out a little bit, and so I pulled out some, reinvested some in another stock that I'm not going to name right now, but put it was able to get up to 1 million shares in that particular stock. And then I was kind of like, oh crap, maybe I shouldn't have, because we hit 60 cents and there's a $25,000. But I was like, okay, well, we're good there. Seeing the stock on the long run, though, if we look back 10 years from 15 years, this stock was a lot higher than 40 cents and 60 cents. I'm not going to tell you how high the stock was, because what happens next would really illustrate the dramatic effect that a reverse merger has on these companies. And this is a Nigerian businessman, Dr. Cletus Ibeto. And the Ibeto Group essentially is the largest concrete manufacturer. They sit on some big limestone group over there, and so he has decided that the Ibeto Group will now be in this. Now, the reason why they do that is because that's the easiest way to get into the stock market for everybody in the world to be able to buy and sell stock. And so this is his attempt to get into a company and allow it to be traded without having to go through all the U.S. American New York Stock Exchange and all the other federal requirements and paperwork and red tape to get a stock. As we can see, what happens? Well, the investors are like, this sucks. And so now my stock is worth about $5,000. You say, well, why haven't I put in a stop yet? Well, like an idiot, I was thinking we were in a pullback here on this long trading space green candle, right? I mean, I just thought we was in a pullback. And I was thinking we were going to settle somewhere around 20 cents. Well, next thing I know, we're way down here. 10 cents, 8 cents, 7 cents, 6 cents. And I'm like, what in the world? And that's when I finally looked up what happened to this stock. And I guess like an idiot, you know, I didn't realize that we had a hostile takeover. And my question is why? Why did this happen and I didn't know about it? Was it my fault because I didn't look at the news on this stock that this guy bought it? To me, this was a complete hostile takeover. Um, the way all the news articles and things write, and the way Dr. Ibeto has talked about being able to easily do this without being very many barriers to be able to get into this market. It was, to me, it was just like a Nigerian way of unethical view of, well, there's no barriers, there's nothing wrong with doing that, let's just go do it. And I guess obviously you do that in business, right? I mean, that's just what you do. But holy cow, where was the protection for shareholders in this company? Where's the protection in the CEO? I don't understand how this can even be possible for a foreign company to come in and do this. And they call it reverse merger. But in my book, this was a complete hostile takeover because this company really was on track to do very, very, very well. And so, am I going to pull out? Yeah, I'm going to pull out. Um, and so, I'm definitely going to pull out. And then I'm going to invest in some other stock. Ultimately, what this looks like is that I put $450 in. I'm sitting around $5,000 right now. In any other day, that would be great investment. My investment strategy is I have to do at least 6 or 7% of my investment. And this was my first big win in an investment strategy that I've been working on for 10 years. And so this year has been a really good year. So I've got other stock that's going to probably help and grow over the next several months, but this really has pissed me off, and I would just like some answers. Thanks.